everybody. This is Pastor Eric Bates. I pray you are doing well today. I guess you've heard the great news. We are opening up our church, Community Family Church, to in-person worship services starting this Wednesday, May the 20th at 7 p.m. And then the following Sunday, we will start our Sunday services at 9, 10:45, 12:30, and 6 p.m. So we are super excited to see you. Can't wait to see you. As you can imagine, we've been trying to keep everybody safe, and there are going to be a little bit of changes that we're going to have to get used to in the coming weeks. So we've prepared this video for you so nothing seems strange when you get here, so you're not just thrown off. And so that's what we want to do today. But before I do, I have a testimony to give you. Our School of Ministry that we have here, they just held their first in-person session this past Sunday. And as they were leaving the church facility, there was a couple out in the parking lot. And they met the students from the School of Ministry. And they said, we're trying to get in the building. And actually, they wanted to get saved. They wanted to know Christ. So the School of Ministry led that couple to the Lord, and they said that they'll be here this coming Wednesday. And I'm excited about that because I know God is going to do great and mighty things, more than we could ever expect, I believe, from this pandemic that's happened in our world. I believe the spirit of revival is here, and I believe our spirits are rejuvenated just to be closer to the Lord and to hear what He has for us. So I just wanted to share that great news with you. So let's go and talk about a little bit more of what to expect when you get here on May the 20th and May the 24th. So here I am in the sanctuary at Community Family Church. I love this place. I love being in this sanctuary, and I can't wait to worship with you. Now, I'm going to give you some information, and this is just, as I said, is just a way to prepare you so there are no surprises when you get here. As you know, we want everyone to stay healthy. One of our core values at the church is family, and we want to support all of our family. So, we want people to stay safe, and so we're trying to do a couple things, worship in the same building, but stay safe at the same time. So we're doing all these for the safety of others. We're not doing this in fear, but we're doing this in love. Now, I want you to visit the website, cfcky.com, for all the worship guidelines, and we'll talk about that at the very end as well. So make sure you visit the website. The information that I'm going to give you today will be listed on the website. So the first thing, we are not requiring registration for services. That was a big decision that we made because we thought, we have limited seating. So we thought, should we require registration? We are not. Now, in order to do that, as you can see behind me, we have had to space things out differently for the social distancing requirements. So you may not be able to sit in the sanctuary. We have overflow that have already been set up in the central lobby and also the CFC Kids area. We're going to try to get as many people in here as we possibly can and be safe. So just a heads up that because we are not doing registration, you may not be able to sit in the sanctuary. It will become a first come, first served basis, okay? So with that, we want to make sure, now again, on Sunday, we have 4 services, 9, 10:45, 12:30, and 6. We want everyone to don't be here any earlier than 15 minutes before it's time for the service to start. We'll have we're calling them our VIP seating team. They will actually seat everyone in the places that we need, everyone to sit. We're going to fill it up from the front, back. And you might say, oh, but I missed my seat. Things are just going to be different. We need you to be flexible with us. And because we're trying to pull this off the best way we possibly can. So you want to make sure you have some flexibility there. But please don't show up 30 minutes, 40 minutes beforehand and expect to sit in the sanctuary. Now, let me tell you why we have to do this. We are going to clean in between services. So we're planning the service to be about 1 hour and 15 minutes or so. Give us about 15 minutes of cleaning time and then 15 minutes to seat. So if you want to sit in your car, whatever you need to do, just make sure you do that 15 minutes before that service, okay? As I said, the sanctuary is set up differently. entryways may be differently. So just be accustomed to seeing that a little bit different. Now, the families will be together because CFC kids cannot operate right now. The state believes it's not safe for kids you can't social distance kids, So families will be together. We realize that, your children may make a little bit more noise because they may not be used to being in a service like that. That's okay. Now, if your child does is he screaming and crying or whatever, we will have a facility set up, a crying room for you to take those children, and also a mother's nursing room. If mothers need a nurse, we will have that set up as well. But none of our kids' facilities will be open for kids ministry. I just want to make sure that you all are aware of that. We will also have a hand washing station that is in the central lobby. If you don't want to go in a restroom, you can go to the hand washing station and wash your hands. The restrooms will be cleaned on a continual basis, and we have cleaners that are ready to do that, so they will be cleaning them on a regular basis. Okay? And we also have installed some really cool hand sanitizing stations as well. I just want to conclude by saying, if you are high risk or elderly, please do not feel like you have to come in person. We will continue to stream our services on Sunday at 10:45 and at 6 p.m. So if you feel like you're at high risk or you just don't feel comfortable coming, please stay home. Now, some of you tried and true Pentecostals. I know what it's like. You will be like, okay, the doors are open, I have to be there. Don't feel that way. These are times that we've never experienced before. Don't feel like just because the doors are open, you have to go. Feel comfortable at home. For those of you, as Pastor said, who may have been going through chemotherapy or some kind of medical treatments and you are high risk, please stay home. We advise you to do that until a lot of these guidelines have lifted. Well, thank you for listening, and I know that may have been a lot of information. I tried to get it in all as I possibly could. Now, you want to visit, again, our website, cfcky.com, for all the guidelines for worshiping in person. We're going to list those right after I'm talking with you today. But we love you, and we're super excited to see you at church. God bless you.